All right, good morning, y'all. Just waking up, still up into cleaning. I'm still in cleanup mode, so this is what it is, um, and that's what it's gonna be. So now, last night I worked on cleaning the cabinets out. When I came out here, and I'm a whopping 203 pounds now. But when I came out here this morning, there were roaches like lined up at the top. I guess they came up for breakfast, and there was none because I cleaned it out. It was none where they usually expected it to be, anyways. So now to get into this stuff over here, to tell you about my sleep last night, I've been here for about 1 week. The heat doesn't work, the AC doesn't, the central unit doesn't work. I guess maybe there really isn't a central unit, maybe they started to put one in and they didn't finish. And then when I thought the girl was up here cleaning up, I think she came up here to take something from the heater or something so it doesn't work up here in my unit, which is fucked up. But yeah, so I had to purchase 2 space heaters, and in order for me to stay warm enough so I didn't wake up through the night, which I did anyway because of the ghetto, and somebody was knocking on somebody's window downstairs and it woke me up. But I had to sleep with 2 heaters, space heaters in the room with the door closed with 5 or 6 blankets and close the AC vents because I think they go right outside. If you watch my other channel, I'll show you pictures. There's holes in the ceiling. But anyhow, so moving right along. Oh, and I wanted to share my dream vlog. I would normally share this on my other channel, but I don't want to forget it. So it was a really weird dream. I woke up, and for y'all, those of y'all don't know, I sleep naturally, natural for the most part. I didn't last night because it was cold, but in my dream, I dreamt of me how I normally am. So I was sleeping naturally, and it's like I looked down and I saw my boob, and you know how you see the nibbler? But it was like a big, it was like hair. You know what I'm saying? Like a big block of hair. Like, you ever seen those fur ball keychains or rabbit's foot keychains? That's what it looked like. A big, instead of a nibbler, it was a big fur ball hair thing. And so it was like I had just out of, you know how you just, in the morning, I just grabbed it. And when I grabbed it, I was like, what the heck? Because I didn't realize it because I was halfway asleep and it was supposed to be a niblet. But when I grabbed it, it was actually like a big block of hair. Like my niblets, instead of being niblets, were like rabbit foot things, you know? And in it, I had a pin. There was like a sheath, and I had a pin in the middle of it. I don't know. And then also part of the dream was I lived somewhere else, but I had just moved in. And it's cold. It's ridiculously cold. I lived somewhere else, and I just moved in. And there was some guy that worked probably where I worked that lived in the same complex. And it was a young guy. And I don't know what it was about him, but something about him and, leaving or taking off or something like that. But yeah, but it was a weird, weird, weird dream. But anyways, without further ado, getting this stuff to where it belongs. So down here, and y'all, I'm not good at this, so y'all gotta forgive me. And I really considered this morning, like, you know how people, like I said, I don't do anything really with YouTube. It's just a way for me to, some motivation for me in the background, because if somebody's watching, it makes it a little bit easier for you to do what you got to do. But, somebody mentioned camera angles and all that. Thank you for mentioning it, but it's what it is. And so eventually I will get to the point where I hope, if I get my life together, and not life together, my life is okay, but once I get my timing and all that shit together, where I will actually take time to do this the right way. This is an air fryer. I should have put the heater right here. It's hot. It's hot to touch, but it don't feel like it's heating up anything. I think the way that it heats, this is a slow heat, So yeah. I don't know where the mailbox is out here, so I guess I'm gonna try to ask somebody. I don't know if they're gonna respond to me, but I'll ask somebody. I don't know if everybody else heat work. My guess is that some people does, some people don't. They make do with what they got because I've seen some window units out here. I wonder how much everybody else pays for a 2-bedroom apartment. I know I got on the security deposit, but that's okay. Because if y'all watch, y'all saw it was nothing done. Um, yeah, so, and I was so tired about what they put me through to get the key inside the lease, and then she told me to come to the guy to get the key. But anyhow, so, yeah, so that was my dream last night. I woke up this morning by somebody tapping on the window downstairs, but that's okay. I was thinking about putting this conditioner in my hair. It is like mixed with Blue Dye, and I was thinking about bleaching my hair too. And um, the thing about churches as well, like yesterday I went to a couple different ones for very specific reasons. I thought I was going to like this other church, but they forced me. I walked into the door because they had an invitation for the choir. You know, just come out, it don't matter, whoever want to sing. I didn't want to sing. I came just to watch for the first day because I want to hear the songs, get a feel for the songs. You gonna put me up on the pulpit or stage, you don't even know who I am. And that's what's wrong with churches these days. You can't just let anybody do that. You don't know who I am. You don't know anything about me. And you gonna let me get up there and represent the church? I hadn't even stayed for a full service. I went to a service for 10 minutes and then I came back. And I understand y'all got somebody's funeral coming up or something like that, but again, you don't want that type of spirit and energy. You don't know who people are, you know. But I walked in, and I guess the choir director or whoever noticed, and he was just like, well, you know, come. I was like, no, I'm not gonna come up there. You know, I was like, I'm just here to, you know, listen. You know, I can't sing. You know, I can't sing. For one, I cannot sing. And then on top of that, I'm very shy. That's what I said. I don't know how true that is, but that's the sentiment is I don't want to go up there. Okay? And if I could sing at least a little bit, I can't. You know, I'm just like, no. But one of the older ladies actually, how do you say no to that? Grabbed me by arm, had to be 80 years old, grabbed me by the arm and walked me right up on the stage or whatever you call it and sat me down. I mean, why would you do something like that? You don't know anything about me. And I think that's what's wrong with churches. I mean, and then when I had the spirit and all that, and I wanted to be, you know, they were ostracized. So it's just so funny. I mean, and like I said, you really need to make sure you have the right people represented. But you just throw anybody up there, and you don't know anything about me. You know something about me. You know what my weaknesses are. The good things about me are. So, and because it's supposed to be about improving the person. And that's scary to me because the churches are going away. You know, because all that's left is the old people that's been there forever. And you practically have to sell your soul in order to stay in a church. But anyway, I'm about to go get the Bible that was left here by the previous tenant. And we're going to read a little bit because, and that's the other thing, and I will tell y'all, and I shared on my other channel what my weaknesses and stuff were. But I'll tell y'all in a minute. I'm going to go grab the Bible and I'll be right back. Alright, so, and some of you guys might have the same weakness too, and that's why I'm going to share it with you. And I talk on my other channel, and y'all might be able to find it, might not, because I don't never, like I said, I just upload, I don't even name my stuff. But I think the dynamics of what my weakness is has changed over the years. And before it wasn't a weakness, I thought, you know, okay, well, I'll have a sin because everybody else has one. But in my older years, I think women, when we get in our middle age, our hormones are a little different, okay? A little different than what's expected, a little different than sometimes what we're raised up for them to be. And because of that, you know, I'm celibate, but by God's choice or whatever choice or whatever, by good fortune, I'm thankful. But it's like, you know, being a single woman and being kind of to myself and quiet, it's like stress relief, you know what I'm saying? And nobody else is involved, but it's a mind thing, you know? And I used to think, sometimes, like I said, the best part of you can be the worst and vice versa. It's a mind thing, like where I can use my mind to develop pleasure for myself. But the thing is, you have to be careful because if you want that interaction and to have help with that, you might find different resources to do it. And those resources may take your mind places where you just don't know, where you don't want to go with that. And I can't really I'm talking like around the thing because it's a little too strong for me to talk directly to it, to that matter, to that subject. Um, just because I don't want to be full-fledged in that. So, oh, buen dia. So, do I habla inglés? Do you understand me or no? Probably not. That's okay. I'm good with that. So anyhow, I'm just going to flip through this Bible like I did when I was 15 years old and I was pure and sweet and innocent and full of goodness and vibrancy and righteousness and all that. So I'm just going to flip and open a page. We're going to point and we're going to go. It says, for behold, shit. Oh, shit. That damn Bible is full of fucking bugs. Man, I tell you. Oh, God. I just, you know what? I can't. I cannot. I'm trying. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying. I'm trying. Hey, Jose. How come all the Spanish people are here? Like, what's up? But yeah, like, I'm trying. You see what I mean? This is like the pestilence. I'm trying to do the right thing and trying to do good. And here you got bugs hopping out of the fucking Bible. And now I'm cursing. And that's my other weakness. Bad language. Oh, you speak English. Great, thank you. I'm glad you're here. So bad language, and I wouldn't even call it sensual thoughts anymore because it's not sensual in nature. It's just a stress relief. So those are my two biggest weaknesses, and I need to get rid of them. And we're gonna work on that together. And like I said, you can't find these things in church. Excuse me, I didn't shave, but you can't find these things in church anymore. You know, everybody's doing whatever they want to do, and they're happy doing it, and they don't care. It's not about that anymore. So this Bible is just chock full of bugs. I mean, infested. What happened to the to say? Now I'm young, whatever. I need a moment. So I'm determined I'm going to read this Bible that this past tenant left behind. We got to find another. This is bugs every fucking where. So we got to find another verse. But that's okay. We're going to keep stuff clean. And I'm glad for this because that means that I don't have any choice but to keep things really clean. So anyways, we're going to find a Bible verse. Here. This is Ezekiel 43:1. Afterward, he brought me to the gate that faces towards the east. And behold, the glory of the God of Israel came from the way of the east. His voice was like the sound, there's a heater there. His voice was like the sound of many waters, and the earth shone with his glory. It was like the appearance of the vision which I saw, like the vision which I saw when I came to destroy the city. The visions were like the vision which I saw by the river Chabar, and I fell on my face. And the glory of the Lord came into the temple by way of the gate which faces for the east. The Spirit lifted me and brought me on. I've never tried to destroy anything, so this is not speaking to me, not on purpose. The Spirit lifted me up and brought me into the inner court, and behold, the glory of the Lord filled the temple. Then I heard him speaking to me from the temple, while a man stood beside me. And he said to me, Son of man, this is the place of my throne and the place of the soles of my feet. Maybe this is a blessing for my house. Okay, apartment, whatever. Where I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever. No more shall the house of Israel defile my holy name. Okay, this is like absolutely perfect. I'm going to have to upload this to my other channel. Excuse me, I'm older now, so I can't see. They know their kings by their harlotry. Yep. Or with the carcasses of their kings on their high places. So people up there that are dead spirits and dead souls that are preaching. Thank you. Where they set their threshold by, when they set their threshold by my threshold and their doorpost by my doorpost. So they're trying to post up next to God, pretending to be of God, but not. You guys, I saw so much of that yesterday. With the wall between them and me. They defiled my holy name by the abominations which they committed. Therefore I have consumed them in my anger. Now let them put their harlotry and the carcasses of their kings far away from me, and I will dwell in their midst forever. Son of man, and this is verse 10, Ezekiel 43:10. Son of man, describe the temple to the house of Israel, that they may be ashamed of their iniquities. So tell them what they're doing, be ashamed of their iniquities. And let them measure the pattern. And if they are ashamed of all they have done, Make known to them the design of the temple and its arrangement, its exits and its entrances, its entire design and its ordinances, all its forms and all its laws. Write it down in their sight so that they may keep its whole design and all its ordinances and perform them. This is the law of the temple. The whole area surrounding the mountaintop is most holy. Behold, this is the law of the temple. Okay. So I'll stop there. There's 43, 1 to 12. There's more, and it's probably just as good. But this is going to be the key verse for my house, key verse for me, for who I am. Key, Ezekiel 43, 1 through 12. And I'm scared to go to church because church, like I said, they be thugging at church. I mean, I'm safer here. Church is like, church, the places that are supposed to be the safest are the most dangerous to me. So, Jose, you talk, tú hablamos mucho, pero tú me entiendes o no? I don't think he understands me, but it's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get this stuff cleaned up. This is the Bible verse. I will be reading it once a day, I hope. I hope I don't lose it. I wish I had something to mark it, but I don't, so I'm gonna leave it open in the living room. Alright, so what have I accomplished this morning so far? I put the oven on top. No, I don't speak Spanish. But, ¿tú hablas inglés muy poco? Poco. Yo hablo español en la misma manera. And es muy difícil, es muy malo, roto, y todo el resto negativo. But anyhow, so, moving on. Oh, si tú puedes leer la Biblia, Ezekiel 43, I don't know, never mind, I don't know how to say it about it. 43, 1 to 10, 1 to 12. Maybe I'll write it. But anyhow, I got to get to cleaning, so that's what I'm going to do. Because that's the purpose here, you know. Thank you for the little chat, though. I appreciate it. So, we're going to open the cabinets. We're going to open. And we're going to start putting in food, which I'm scared to do. But we're going to do canned foods are going to go on top because they're the safest when they're out of our range. And we're going to sort them by types. We got some green beans up in here. We got some spaghetti sauce up in here. And no more buying fast food or anything for me. That shit is expensive. We got some I got lots of black beans. I need to hurry up, but not with me right here. I have them in the pantry out there. But then I have some cheese sauce. So my sauce packets I'm going to keep in sight. Because that's easy to attract bugs. I'm really not about that life. Then we have corn. So do I want to have this? Ooh, I thought I cleaned this yesterday, but I think I missed a spot here, like in the inside where you can't really. But that's okay. So I'm going to do it in alphabetical order. We got corn. Nope, I said this is going to be on top shelf. So alphabetical order. We got tomato sauce, all of this stuff on top. And I just cleaned this yesterday. The bug came back. So tomato sauce, black beans, black beans, corn, green beans. We got some tuna up in the house, tuna. And then that's pretty much for the canned goods that I have with me, which is just enough to eat while I'm, here. So then I have the rest of the stuff in this little container here, which I don't feel like going through right now. So I think I'm going to dump it in a bag and then get back to it later. I have change. I have places to put change. So I'm going to throw change in the room, in the container, and I'll get back to it later. To use to sort stuff when I get stuff better sorted. Whoop. And speaking of which, that's a rice cooker. And I have everything that I need in storage. I just gotta get to getting everything over here, so that is what's going on. And I do need to clean. I need to clean my personal stuff too. So I'm not trying to throw shade anywhere else, and I have everything together on my end. Alright, so I'm a little bit perturbed because I don't know where my top is to my rice cooker. I know that I had it in this particular bag. Oh, here it is. It's here. I see it. Okay, I'm good. That would be sad. It's nothing. It's very frustrating when pieces and bits of your things are not where they're supposed to be. Alright, so that's it for that. Next up, we got this. Again, woo. Shoot, I need to get on top of my thing because the top came off. This fell, but that's okay. I'll just put it back on. Hopefully it's still usable. It fell and took a hit the other day. Now I have this grill. I think I'm gonna put it on the very top, but I'm scared because, like I said, on the top it's not at eye level, so you can't see. And I already see bugs trying to come, and I just cleaned that thing yesterday. I really did. I promise you. But I guess right now I don't have anywhere else to put it, so onto the top level it goes. Where is my ladder? I need to get this stuff out of the kitchen that doesn't belong in here because where the hell is my ladder? Okay, this is so crazy. I had the ladder. I was using the ladder yesterday, and now I can't find it. It's a ladder. How do you use a ladder? All right, you guys. I think this is going pretty well. It's just you can do with what you got until I get everything over. And my time, like I said, is so valuable right now because I've been blessed with today. And like I'm saying, a few years. Oh, hey Charles, good morning. You're back. Like I was saying, a few years ago, I posted when Facebook still had a personal ad. I used to post it or try to fellowship, but it didn't work. I was trying to find accountability partners. Nobody want to do that. I want to be held accountable for what I do, and I want other people to feel accountable for what they do. And somebody left a message about me putting down some paper, and now I feel like I have to go out and buy this paper because it's necessary because this shit is nasty. Okay, I have a board that I can put up here, but I guess I'm gonna take one step at a time. We'll get to that. Right now, we're just gonna stick the shit up here. But is that a good idea? Because I have a bunch of plates and things that go with it. And the question is, do I really want this up here? And the answer to that is, I don't know, because that doesn't make sense if I have all those plates and stuff that go with it. I think what I'm going to do is maybe just leave it here, because I don't trust that way up there. I can't see. And for my clock and shit, I guess I'll put that here for now. Okay. Alright, I'm good for right now. So next up, I successfully went through 2 containers of crap. Now I have this big container here, and I think all of this is going to turn out okay. I need to run to the restroom. Y'all can look at the disaster while I'm gone. Alright, you guys, so moving on. More appliances. Let's see. This is my. I guess this can go on top too. Yes, it can go on top too. Yeah. All right. So. All right. So that's done. Next up, I have this bag full of goodies, and maybe I should bring my table out here so I can at least have a place to work from. If I can find my table, I don't know where it is. Woo. Is that my table? It is my table. Got it. So the best part, like David, I forget his name, David somebody, is it David Guetta? David somebody and her had a song called The Best Part. The best part of my goings on the past couple days is my Brita water filter. I purchased one from Home Depot, but it didn't fit for whatever reason, so I got another one from Walmart and it fit perfectly. So now I'm trying to set up this table. I don't know if it's gonna, it's like absolutely huge, so I don't know if it's gonna be more of the issue than anything else, but it's okay. I need to get everything out of the kitchen that doesn't belong in the kitchen. I'll have some stuff that's like on the corner here that really I need to do a little better job and get somewhere else because it's in the way and I don't have a lot of space. But you know, no complaints though. You know, it's. I mean, it's okay. I've seen worse. It's okay. You know, it's okay. It just has a lot of stuff to be fixed up. I don't mind doing it. You know. All right. So, shout out to Walmart. Walmart has just about every darn thing I need. And if it ain't there, you can order it online. But people are saying there have been a lot of weird things that you know have been in the conspiracies or gossip things about Walmart, and but there's a lot of things I guess about Walmart that are in the conspiracies and you know gossip and stuff. You know, I don't know if it's true or not. Some of it may be true. Trying to figure out the best way to do this. I mean, I guess some of the stuff does need to be in here, and some of the stuff just needs to go in garbage, like packaging and stuff like that. Oh, Charles, since you just got here not too long ago, if you could read Ezekiel 43, 1 to 12. I don't want to give any pressure. I have a lot of flaws, so I'm trying to get it together. But I am trying to get it together for myself and for others. So that verse was the verse for this morning, and I already admitted my weaknesses. Profanity, it didn't used to be, and I wouldn't say sensual thoughts, but things that are of a salacious nature. So, yeah. All right. So that's just what's going to be with the table right now. Next, we're working on this bag. Oh, thanks, Charles. Appreciate it. Just because I've been trying to go to churches and I've had just some really, really scary experiences. So, but yeah, we're going to get this table going. This tough stuff, and it's just this bag, and I'll just put stuff on the table and work towards it. Once it gets this corner, get the corner done, I'm gonna start here and go left to right. So I use this cranberry juice cocktail to like marinate shit. So this is marinade peanut butter. I'm scared of peanut butter now, but peanut butter. And I put peanut butter on row 2. Let's see. All kinds of peanut butter. Crunchy peanut butter, creamy peanut butter. I'm not a big peanut butter person, but I try to be thrifty, so I'll go to like the food kitchens or whatever, the food banks, and whatever it is that they have, I'll put this on the second row too. I'll take it because I find some kind of use for it. But you know, if I have to go and sell my soul when I'm there, you know, with the effery that goes on, I prefer not to, because it diminishes your spirit. When you go to a place that's a church or some place like that, it's supposed to be something that boosts your spirit up, that sets you going for the day. This is coconut water seltzer. I like coconut, and so I thought I wanted to try it. Not very good at all, but if you just need something, it's there, and I didn't want to throw it away, so it's going in the fridge. And actually, I have a cooler that I can put it in, but the cooler is not here. It's in storage. Oh, so hilarious. But for right now, I guess it'll go in the fridge. And when I bring my second load of stuff, that means I'll do another wave of cleaning. We'll take care of that then. But for right now, it goes in the fridge. Alright, and I scored some Chinese cabbage yesterday, so I will be using that to make some kimchi once I get this round of stuff cleaned up. Good thing now is that I'm close by the Asian food. There's a Wusong Asian food market. I'm close by that, so I can go buy all my stuff for my kimchi there. Okay, so I'll use this as a trash bag. Ooh, I got change. There's change. I got change everywhere. Goodness gracious. Alright, so we'll use the living room as a wishing well. I'm going to toss the change in there. No, I'm going to do that. That's stupid. The change here. Because I want everything to be where it's supposed to be. Then I have, oh, is this bag empty? No, I still got peanut butter in here. Peanut butter. Peanut butter. I'm going to make a bunch of peanut butter cookies when I get a chance. Flour. Alright, so this is empty. And I got coconut milk and some type of pie filling. So I guess the sweet stuff will go down. Oops. Coconut milk. Or it's canned food, so it should go through cans, I guess. But it's sweet stuff. But coconut. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have, no, I'll put it in here. The meat's up here too. Or maybe I should separate the canned meat from the canned vegetables, from like the canned fruit. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll separate them. So tomato sauce, canned meat, coconut milk. I'll keep filling. Okay, good. So all done with this bag. This bag, I'll put it in. So if there's stuff I need to carry to the other room, I can. Now, we're doing pretty good for this big container of stuff. Okay. And I shouldn't keep paper stuff. I like to reuse stuff. I shouldn't do this, but this is what I am. Alright, so it's probably even more change in here. Oh yeah. Plastic bags I can put in there. That's what I'll put in there. This is, I always, and I don't know how, there was a mosquito in here yesterday. Where the hell are these mosquitoes coming from? The door is just closed. I don't get it. Alright, so and all of these are dishes and bullshit like that. Oh, cookie cutters. That's good. So when I make my cookies, yeah, I am gonna make some I'm gonna make a bunch of peanut butter cookies. More coconut milk. All this stuff feels dusty. And I think the containers need to go into something different. The cookware can stay in there, the containers need to go something different. So I think this container full of cookware can stay. Under the sink I have cleaning stuff. So I won't put the cookware under there. I can. I think I can. But I don't know if, I don't think it's gonna fit in there like that, so I have to put the cleaning stuff over to one side. Ugh, I thought that was cleaned out, but I guess not. And then I'm gonna have to go take a break for a little bit, but I'm almost done with this corner, so that's good. So after I move all the cleaning stuff to the side, put this container, I hope it fits in there. I don't know if it will. Alright, I try to get it out. And then I can put the containers off to one side. I'm thinking I should put cleaning on this side because I think that side will attract more bugs because the stove is there. And then the cookware on the left. I think that's how it should go.